Well, there you go. Weighing in on all this drama surrounding Estorino, New York Post state editor Fred Dicker joining us now from Albany. So we've got some crazy stuff going on here. You'd expect the Republicans to be supporting each other, not happening. And we've got what's really a peculiar alliance between two people so diametrically opposed ideologically, but they're working together on this one.
Well said, Liz. Let me say there's some late developments as well. Ed Cox, who's the state Republican chairman, says he's heading right now out to Aspen, Colorado for a meeting of the Republican Governors Association, which Chris Christie heads. And in saying that, he also attacked Christie, said he was very disappointed by what Christie has done and plans to discuss this with other governors out there. Put another way, this has become a national story. Chris Christie obviously is a leading candidate for the Republicans to run for president. This is going to be an issue in that effort by him because it does look like he's pulling the rug out from under Rob Astorino or trying to do that. And the issue is the fact that as chairman of the Republican Governors Association, he commands access to something like $100 million that the RGA has to hand out to candidates for governor around the country. And by throwing in Astorino the way he did yesterday, obviously he's saying, I'm not going to give him any money. The quick backstory: Chris Christie and Andrew Cuomo both serve as co-chairman of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, where the Bridgegate scandal happened. We talked about this late last fall. I don't know if you recall or not. The suspicion is that Governor Cuomo is helping protect Christie from the Bridgegate scandal because Cuomo has access to all the inside information on it. Cuomo has never criticized Christie over the Bridgegate scandal, and now here's Christie looking like he's trying to do all he can to help Governor Cuomo. So that's the suspicion there, and that's why Astorino today said that if in fact something like this is going on, Chris Christie should resign as chairman of the Republican Governors Association.
Yeah, but at this point, any more piling on just really helps sink his candidacy, doesn't it?
Well, it depends. It certainly raises voter identification with Rob Astorino. It depends on what Astorino is saying. If the public comes to suspect that there is a sweetheart deal there, it could help Astorino. This Teach-Out Alliance, Astorino Teach-Out Alliance, if she's a left-wing Democrat trying to challenge the governor, as you said, is very interesting. They both obviously have an interest in making the case against the governor, and that's what they were doing in New York City today.
Well, it is fascinating stuff. And if this is how it's starting, it ought to get pretty interesting by November for sure.
Pretty rough and nasty, I would say.
Ah, well, and we're glad to have you along.
Beyond interesting.
Really, we'll have you along to follow it for us. Or referee, one or the other. Thank you, Fred. And you can hear Fred's radio program live from the state capitol every weekday morning. It's 10 to 11 on Talk 1300 AM.